Hey guys, how's it going? It is Monday evening now, and we're just out on the side of the mountain right now. I've got another couple back there, as you can probably see, that's doing a engagement photo shoot, and so I'm just killing some time, eating my apple, just waiting for them to get done. A couple of you guys have been asking how I got into the helicopter industry, what sparked me to get into it, and how I got into it. So I'll try and give you guys sort of a short story of how it all went down. I actually wrote a book 5 years ago maybe, and it kind of tells my story a bit. It's called Pulling Pitch, if you guys ever want to check it out. But anyways, yeah, so to kind of summarize it, when I was 16, I think, or even younger, maybe 15, I really started thinking about aviation as a career. Didn't know if I wanted to fly jets. I mean, that was my hope, but I knew that wasn't very realistic. So I decided helicopters would be the coolest thing I could think of that's not a fighter jet. So I started looking into it. For my 16th birthday, my mom bought me a short little helicopter ride. It was like a 15-minute helicopter ride in the town that we lived in Hope at the time. And so that's really what sparked the whole thing. I went up for 15 minutes in a Bell 206, and I was just absolutely in love. As soon as I got down, I couldn't wipe the grin off my face, and I was like, this is guaranteed, this is what I'm doing for a living. And so from the time I was 16 to the time I was just about turning 18, I was scheming and trying to figure out how on earth I was going to make this work. I had no money to speak of anyways. I was working at Panago Pizza, just making pizzas and making minimum wage, just paying enough for my car payments and stuff like that. So I was basically building a business plan, trying to figure out how on earth I was going to make this work and how I was going to get into the helicopter industry and stuff. And so I decided to go a bit of an unconventional route. I wrote up a business plan. I pitched it to my uncle who lived in Germany and who still lives in Germany, and said, okay, here's what I want to do. I want to buy a helicopter, small one, and I want to buy it with a partner. I want to get my license, and in 1 year I want to build up 500 hours of experience, and then I'm going to sell it, hopefully make back some money when I sell it, and then I'll have 500 hours experience, and I'll kind of expedite my way into the career, and then that way I can pay him back quicker. And so I kind of gave him a time scale of, this is how quickly I think I can pay you back, and so forth. So I took the risk. He lent me the money. I don't know how and why, but it was amazing that he did. I'll thank him forever. Gennard, if you're watching this, thank you so much again. And so I was a little kid. I was 17, just turning 18. And no, I just turned 18. And I bought a helicopter. I remember the day I bought it, it was the weirdest feeling because I hadn't even flown. To be honest, I hadn't even flown the helicopter that I bought. I didn't have the $500 that it cost at the time to go for a flight. And so I just had the big lump sum of money. And so I went there, and so we bought the helicopter, and then I remember, I think the weather was bad, or I don't remember what the situation was, but I couldn't even fly it on that day. And so we drove home, and I was like, wow, I just bought a helicopter, and I haven't even flown it, and I'm 18, and I'm just graduating high school, so that was crazy. I spent the next year getting my license, and then flying everywhere that I can possibly think of to fly, landing on every mountain around here, and every spot you could possibly think of, just building experience and trying to build my skills as a helicopter pilot. Once I was done that, I got my instructor rating as well. It took me about a year to actually get a job. I was doing some other construction and stuff at the time, and so once I did finally get a job, it was with actually BC Helicopters, which I now own with my brother and my wife. And so he gave me a chance basically doing ground crew work, we call it. And I remember it was right after an ice storm. He had a big snowstorm and then an ice storm right after, and everything, all his gutters and everything were plugged up. So I was out there unplugging gutters with ice and snow and stuff like that. And that kind of sparked it. I spent about 6 or so months on the ground, just doing lawn work, like mowing lawns, cleaning out gutters, you name it, anything you can think of, scrumming helicopters, whatever. An opportunity came along for a student, and I was able to start flying a student. I was doing, at the time, the odd photo flight and stuff here and there as well. Anything that he could find for me, just kind of odds and ends. And then one thing led to to another. I found there was 5 other friends that I had that all wanted to go in together, buy a helicopter, and get their license. So that was 5 students right there. And then after that, it's basically been charter work and flight training ever since. A couple years after that, another crazy move. The boss that I was working for decided that he wanted to retire, and he said, "Hey, Misha, you want to buy BC Helicopters?" And I think I was 23 at the time or something. And crazy me, I said yes. Again, I don't know how the banks decided to give me money, but again, writing up a business plan with my brother and my wife, and we went to the banks and begged and pleaded for money, and they gave it to us. And so kind of the rest is history. I mean, it's easy to say that. It's been a crazy journey. We bought it in 2008. The economy collapsed basically right after we bought it. Struggled through that, made it through basically by the grace of God, because I don't know how else we did it. And we're here today, and the school's doing better than ever. I'm flying, as you guys can see, doing all different kinds of things. Basically living my dream. This is the best thing I could ever imagine doing, and here I am doing it. So yeah, hope that answers some of you guys' questions of how I got into it, and what my start was. It was definitely an unconventional route, different than I would have imagined originally. It worked out this time. I don't know if I would do it again, because it was so crazy and such a huge learning curve for everything, being as young as I was. But here I am today, and I'm able to do stuff like this and show you guys what I'm doing. So thank you so much for supporting me. It's just been awesome to see just the growth on my channel and the support that you guys are giving. It's really awesome. You guys are amazing. Just the comments that I get and stuff, you guys are so encouraging, and I just love it. It's really awesome. So thank you for that. Hope you guys keep watching it, and I'm going to keep putting out new videos every week. And yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to tell you guys today. I'm just noticing the clouds are slowly coming down on us right now, so I might head down there and tell them that we should move to a different spot. So yeah, anyways,